Hi everyone, it is Natalie with Crochet by Natalie Lucille, and I am currently working on a blanket which is going to consist of a lot of granny squares, which I'm a huge fan of doing granny squares. So the pattern that I'm currently working on is looking like this. So I've got just in the 3 different colors of purple, and so I'm just kind of mixing up the design a little bit, but I wanted to go ahead and do a video on the granny square. It's not my design, but I sure am loving it. So what I am using is 3 different colors of purple, and they're I want to say it's the Simply Soft, Karen Simply Soft, and I just have a dark purple, a lighter purple, and almost a whitish purple. And this, I want to say, because I've done so many, I want to say they consist of about 9 rows, if I'm thinking correctly. So I'm just going to try and get my yarn set up, and I'm just going to go ahead and get started. So this is a worsted weight yarn, and I am using a G hook, and of course you need your scissors while working this, and so we're just going to work each round. So what you're going to want to do is create a slip knot, and you're going to chain 6. So you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. And what you're going to do is join the round to make a ring. And I like to crochet in the back ridges of my foundation. So I'm going to go to the first chain here, insert my hook, going to yarn over, draw through, and draw through the loop on my hook. So what you're going to do now is you're going to create the actual first ring here, which is going to be a chain 3 and then 15 double crochets. So you're going to chain 3, and this is going to count in your stitches. So I try and tuck this tail away when I'm doing the first round, or well, any round that I have to join a color. So you're going to do 15 more stitches, so they're the double crochet, so it's yarn over, and you're going to insert your hook here into the center. You're going to yarn over and draw up the loop back through the center, yarn over, draw through 2, yarn over, draw through 2. And you're going to continue doing that all the way around until you have a total of 16 stitches. So you have your chain 3, and then you have 15 double crochets, and you're just going to continue working around the center. And as you're working around, just kind of pull this over. So as you're working, just your double crochets, again, it's a yarn over, insert into the center, yarn over, yarn, draw through. So you have 3 loops on your hook. Yarn over through 2, so you have 2 loops, yarn over through 2. So we're just going to keep working it around, and the pattern is in the description, so you can use the video as a guide while you're reading the pattern. I think I said that right. So you just keep working it around, and you want to make sure when you are crocheting that you do count your stitches, because 1 stitch off makes a huge difference. There's times when I've messed up a pattern, and if I've missed a stitch or one too many, I just increase and decrease, and those we'll be doing some videos on that later. Let's see how many we got so far. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. I need 3 more. So 13. 14, 15, and 16. And now you've finished your first round, and what you want to do to join the round is you have your chain 3 that's at the beginning. You're going to slip stitch, so you insert your hook at the top of the chain 3. Try not to grab your tail and just kind of let that stay in the back. Yarn over and then draw through those 2 loops. So you've just joined and you have completed your first round. So now we're going to work on the round 2, which is this round right here. So you're going to chain 4, and that works as a double crochet chain 1. You'll see. So you're going to chain 1, 2, 3, and 4. And you're going to work all the way around doing the same thing. So it's double crochet, chain 1 into each stitch around. So I'm going to come to my first double crochet from the previous row, and I'm going to work a double crochet. So you insert into the top of the stitch here. So you'll go under both loops, yarn over. I don't know if that's not, it's not loops, it's the top of the stitch. The 2, I guess it would be considered a loop. Yarn over, draw through 2, yarn over, draw through 2, and then you're going to chain 1. And then you're going to come to the next double crochet here. So you're going to go into this area here. So it's yarn over. Here is your double crochet from the chain, or from the row before. So you're going to go right underneath those 2 loops. You're going to yarn over, draw through 2. Draw through, bring up the yarn, yarn over, draw through 2, yarn over, draw through 2, chain 1. And you're going to do this all the way around. So you'll go to your next double crochet. So you see how we use that stitch there. So here's your next double crochet. Insert, yarn over, draw up, yarn over through 2, yarn over through 2, chain 1. And you're going to do this all the way around. So I will go ahead and come back when I'm done with the round. Okay, so I do have my 16 stitches around, so I'm going to join the round. So I've already done my double crochet chain 1. So you want to come to where your beginning of your chain 4, so you see your chain 1, 2, 3, and 4. You want to go into this third chain, 1, 2, 3, to slip stitch. So it's just insert your hook, yarn over, draw through, and draw through the loop. Now we are going to cut our yarn because we are done with that color in that round, and you're just going to yarn over and then pull it through to tighten. And what I do as I'm working my granny square is, as I'm working each round, I go back through and I tuck these yarns in, just because if I don't, I'll have 50 squares to tuck in at the very end. I don't want to do that. So this is the back of what that looks like. So now we're going to work with our next color, which I'm actually using the dark purple. As the one that I'm doing now is going to look like this. So we're going to use the dark purple, and we're going to work our third round here. So when I'm going to switch this out into there. And so what you're going to do, it doesn't matter where you join it in the circle, you just want to join it in one of the double crochets. So I'm just going to pick this one. So the way that you add a color is, well, the way that I add a color is I insert my hook into the stitch that I want. I just grab the color and I pull it through. On this stitch, you're going to chain 3. So when I start a color, I normally grab both and pull it through. So that's my chain 1. And then now I'm going to drop my tail. So I just kind of put that to the side. So I've chained 1 and I want to chain 2 more. So 1 and 2. And all the way around, what this is going to be is you're going to double crochet 1, and then in each space you're going to double crochet 2. So it'll be 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2 all the way around. So you're going to do 2 double crochets in this space here, because you just started when you joined the round, or joined the color, you went above this double crochet, and this is counting as a double crochet. So now you're going to yarn over, and you're going to go into this space here, which is the next space over, and you're going to work a double crochet. And this yarn is really dark, so I'm hoping that you'll be able to see it. Let me see if maybe if I switch on a light here behind me, if it helps. That might help a little bit. So I've worked my chain 3, and in this space I've worked 2 double crochets. Now you're going to work a double crochet into this top of the double crochet. So you go in this space under the 2 loops here and work a double crochet. And then you're going to work 2 double crochets in this space here. Like that. And you're going to work that all the way around, and you'll end up with 48 stitches. So I'll do a few more, and then I'll keep working the round. So yarn over, I'm going into the next double crochet space, and you just work it like that. And you're going to work 2 in this space here. So it almost looks like a spoke of a wheel. And you're going to continue that all the way around, just like that. So it's 2, and then I'm going to work my 1, and then 2. I'm going to continue this all the way around, and I will have 48 stitches, and I'm going to come back when I'm done with the row. Okay, so I've made it to the end, and I want to join. I've got 48 stitches, and I'm going to come here to the top of my chain 3, and I'm just going to join it and pull it through like that. So that is round 3, and I'm not going to tuck in any of my extra tails or anything right now. I'll do that at the very end. And now we are ready for the next row, which you actually can't see it on here, but it's right in here, and you'll see it'll look kind of strange at first, but it makes sense. So what you're going to do here is you're going to come over to this, let's see, this stitch next to, and you're going to make a single crochet like that. And you're going to chain 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And you're going to come down here to the base, and you're going to make a slip stitch into the 5th chain from the hook. So pull that through and pull that through, so you have a little loop. And it'll come in handy in a little bit. So you look where you have your single crochet, and you're going to skip this one. So you've skipped 1, 2, and you're going to make a single crochet into the next stitch, chain 2, 1, 2. Again, you're going to skip 2, so you've single crocheted here, so you skip this one, and you're going to make another single crochet into this stitch, just like that. You're going to chain 3, 1, 2, and 3. Then you're going to skip 2 again, 1, 2, and you're going to single crochet into this space here, or into the loops there. You're going to chain 2, 1, 2. Then you're going to come, because you're working your way around and you're creating corners. So you're going to skip 1, 2, and you're going to work a single crochet into this space, and then you're going to repeat this all over again. So you're going to chain 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. You're going to single crochet at the base, which is the 5th chain from the hook. So slip stitch into there, And then there's your stitch that you worked in. So now you're going to skip 2 into here, slip stitch, I'm sorry, single crochet, chain 2, 1, 2, skip 2, so there's your stitch, 1, 2, you're going to come over to here, single crochet, and you're going to chain 3, 1, 2, 3, skip those 2, 1, 2, come into here, single crochet, chain 2, 1, 2, skip the 2, 1, 2, single crochet into this stitch here, and again you will continue the, I guess, repeating. So we have our chain 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And then to our base slip stitch. We're going to come, see there's our stitch that we are working in, so we want to skip 2, 1, 2. So we're going to single crochet into this stitch. 1, 2 chains, and we're going to skip 2, 1, 2. Chain 3, 1, 2, 3. That was a single crochet there. Chain 3, skip 2, single crochet, chain 2, 1, 2, skip 2, 1, 2, single crochet here, and then you're going to repeat it, looks like one more time. So you will chain 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 into the base. You're going to slip stitch, there's your stitch that you worked in. So you're going to skip 2, 1, 2, and then you're going to single crochet here, chain 2, 1, 2, skip 2, single crochet, chain 3, 1, 2, 3. Doesn't want to move much. And then the last one that you're, let's see, 1, 2, whoop, almost. Skip your 2, so you single crochet into here. And then you chain 2. And then you're going to join by slip stitching into this first stitch here, and that creates the round. So you essentially have created these corners there. It's kind of hard to tell. You'll see it in just a second. So we just finished that. Oops. And the round that we're going to work on now is this one here with, oh, sorry, this, and you can see here. So what we're going to do on this round is we are going to slip stitch into our space here of the chain 5. We're going to go right into that center here, yarn over and pull through. So we've slip stitched. Now we're going to create our, it's kind of like a feather almost, it looks like. So you're going to chain 3, 1, 2, 3, and then you're going to work 4 more double crochets in that same space. So there's 1, 2, 3, and 4. So that creates your 5 double crochets there, and you're going to chain 3, 1, 2, 3, and we're going to work again in this stitch here 5 double crochets. So it is into that hole there, 1 double crochet, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So that creates one of your corner spaces. And then where you'll come down to the first chain 2, and we're going to make a single crochet. And then in this chain 3 middle section, you'll work 5 double crochets. So you can see it's working. Oops, let me pull that through. So working in that chain 5 space. It's hard to see. Hold on. Okay. There we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Into our next chain 2 from the previous row, single crochet. So it's looking like this. Now we've come to our next chain 5 loop from the previous row, and you will work 5 double crochet, chain 3, 5 double crochet. And each space is just going to be like this. So here's 3, 4, and 5, chain 3, 1, 2, and 3. And in that same loop here, 5 more double crochets. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And so we've completed this one side here, and now we're going to work basically atop the next. So you have your chain 2 from your previous row. We're going to work into that space with this a single crochet. And here's your chain 3. You're going to work 5 double crochets in that space. So you have 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Next space, single crochet. So you're going to continue this all the way around. So you'll have your 5, 3, and 5 here to create your corner space, single crochet, 5 double crochets, single crochet, and then your 5, 3, 5, all the way around. So I'm going to go ahead and finish this round, and I'll be back at the end of it. So I've come to the end, and I joined with because once I was at the end and I made the single crochet, I just joined at the top of the chain 3 with a slip stitch. So now that creates what that looks like. That now we're ready. We cut that yarn because we're ready for, actually it's not this round, it's the round right before it. So we have that row, and you can't see it, but that's the one we're going to work on. And so I have my darker-ish purple, but not quite the light purple. So what you're going to do here is you're going to join in any corner space. So just insert your hook, grab your yarn, pull it through, and you're going to chain 1. And you're just going to drop that tail behind. And on this first corner space, you're going to single crochet, chain 3, single crochet again. Now you're going to chain 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And you're going to come to your single crochet from your previous row. So here's your 5 double crochets that work down this one side, and you have your single crochet here. You're going to work a double crochet in that single crochet. So it's yarn over, insert into the single crochet, yarn over, draw up, and so it looks like this. Now you're going to chain 3, 1, 2, 3, and in the middle section where you had your chain, your 5 double crochets, you're going to single crochet in the center double crochet. So you skip 2 and you go right into the center with the single crochet. Like that. Chain 3. And then, I'm sorry, our phones are going off. We have storms going on right now. So you're going to double crochet into this single crochet from the row before. So there's your double crochet. So it looks like that. And now we want to chain 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And you're going to come to your corner space, single crochet, chain 3, 1, 2, and 3, single crochet into that same space. And we're going to work around just like we did. So it's a chain 5, double crochet, chain 3, single crochet. So it just kind of works around, so because you'll have your stitches on top of this one. So you're going to chain 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Finding that single crochet from the previous row, you're going to work a double crochet in the top there. Just like that. Chain 3, 1, 2, and 3. I'm going to come to your 5 double crochets from the previous row, and you are going to work a single crochet in the center. Chain 3, 1, 2, 3. There's your you're going to skip these, of course, and then there's your single crochet. So you want to work a double crochet into that. Chain 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And again, you're going to work it all the way around. So you'll have your single crochet, chain 2, single crochet, then it's 5 chains, double crochet, chain 3, single crochet here, chain 3, double crochet in your single crochet, chain 5, and you're going to work it all around. So I'm just going to go ahead and continue this, and I'll be back in just a second. Okay, so I'm down to my last, let me do that one again, because that way I'm coming to the very end. So it's 5 chains, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And I'm at the end, so I want to slip stitch into that first single crochet. So just insert and pull it through. So you're at your corner spot, and so now on this round we're going to be working this part of the purple, which is, I don't know why it's one of my favorite rounds. It's a lot, but it's one of my favorites. So what you want to do, because you've just joined, you're going to go into this corner space and you're going to slip stitch. So it's just basically inserting your hook, yarn over, drawing up a loop, and then drawing through on your loop here. So what you're going to do here is you're going to chain 3, which counts as your double crochet, and then you're going to make 2 more double crochets, 1, 2, just like that, and then you're going to chain 3, 1, 2, 3, and then you're going to work 3 more double crochets into the corner spot or corner space. 1, 2, and 3. That creates your corner. And now you have all of your chains that you're going to be working on, and it's all double crochets. So in this chain 5, you're going to make 5 double crochets. So it's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And once I'm done with my 5, a lot of times I'll kind of pull up a little bit of yarn and just kind of spread it out on that one row, just like that. Now you've come to your chain 3 space, 3 double crochets. 1, 2, and 3. Kind of spread them out just a little bit. You come to your next chain 3, 3 double crochets. And so you're going to see your edges are going to be a lot of double crochets on this one. There's your 3. Well, almost. And then you've come to your next chain 5, 5 double crochets. 3, 4, and 5. And so I'm just gonna, because I have a tendency to work pretty loose, so I'm just spreading those out a little bit. Now we've made it to our corner space again. So it is 3 double crochets, 1, 2, 3, chain 3, 1, 2, and 3, and then working down into the same space again, 3 double crochets. 1, 2, and 3. And each side's just going to be like the one before, so I'm going to pull up a loop there. So you in your chain 5, 5 double crochets. The chain 3, 3 double crochets. 3 double crochets. 5 double crochets. In your corner, you're going to make 3 double crochets, chain 3, 3 double crochets, and you come down the other side and the other side. So I'm going to go ahead and finish this, and I will come back. What I'm going to go ahead and do is once I make it to this side over here, and I finish with a double crochet, I'm just going to slip stitch in the top to join it. So I'll be back. Okay, so now we are ready for our last 2 rows. And what it is, and it just kind of ties it all together, is just single crochets. And in the corner spaces, in the first time around, you're going to do 2 single crochets, chain 2, 2 single crochets in the corner spaces. But everything is you're single crocheting around. So with my lighter color, and you can mix up colors, but it's just 3 colors that I'm using, and just kind of switch them up a little bit. So I am going to join, where do I want to join? I kind of like it in the center, so I'm just going to do that. So I'm going to join it with a chain. And I'm going to just kind of chain 1 just to kind of get it in there. And I'm going to single crochet in the same spot. So I'm going to move my tail out of the way. And I'm going to pull that tight. So I single crocheted in the same spot. Then you're just going to single crochet in each stitch around. So in your next double crochet, just a single crochet. So you're just working it all the way around. So you just, it's a fairly easy granny square, and I like it because I like the tri-color, and I'm thinking of making some solid just to kind of maybe put them in the corners or something. I'm not really sure. Just kind of mix it up, but I love these colors of purple. So you've come to your corner spot, and so you're going to work 2 single crochets, chain 2 in that same spot, 2 single crochets. That's all you can see. And then you're going to work into this space here, which is your double crochet from the row before, and you're going to work a single crochet. And you're just going to do this all the way around. In each corner spot, it's 2 single crochets, chain 2, 2 single crochets. So I'm going to work this around, and I will come back for the next row. So I've come to the end here where I single crocheted in the last stitch, and I've come to the very beginning. So I'm going to slip stitch into here, just like that. And I'm going to chain 1, and in that same stitch I'm going to work a single crochet. And you're working the last row around, I guess, and it's the single crochet into each stitch. And the only thing that you're going to do different in the corners of the chain 2 here, you're just going to work 3 single crochets, and it's going to be tight. I'm not lying. But it has a pretty effect. And I think when I'm done with this granny square, all my granny squares, when I decide how I'm going to attach them, because I haven't decided if I want to sew them together or if I want to use like an edging. So here I'm at the corner, so 3 single crochets. And I'll post a video on how to attach different ways to join the granny squares, because you just have all these blocks and you need to put them together. So in your corner space, after you did the 3, you see where your single crochet is here, so you want to go into this. You don't want to miss this one because he's kind of hiding out in the corner. And you just want to single crochet again all the way around in every stitch, and it literally is the easiest one. In each corner you're just going to single crochet 3. So I'm going to go ahead and end that there, and just the finished product looks like this. So when you come back to the end here, you're just going to slip stitch, pull the yarn through, fasten off, and cut your yarn. So this is the granny square. Again, you can use it in different tri-colors, so you can see the difference in all of them, and it makes for a great blanket. You can even sew them in a row to make a scarf. But granny squares, again, are one of my favorite things to work on. So, y'all, thanks for watching, and stay tuned for more videos. See you next time.